Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another one of our recorded online services for this week. This week, our service agenda will have the ringing of the conch shell, followed by sutra chanting of Sei Ge, followed by the reading of the golden chain, and then a dharma message, and then we will have closing remarks. So please, I hope that these are meaningful and helpful for all of you to get through your days and your weeks. Thank you.
Namanda, 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 Namanda,
I am a link in Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world.
I must keep my link bright and strong.
I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself.
I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts,
say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds.
Knowing that my actions will result in not only my happiness or unhappiness,
but also the happiness or unhappiness of others as well.
May every link in the Buddha's golden chain of love be bright and strong.
May we all attain perfect peace.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namaste.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Hello, everybody. My name is John Arima. I'm a minister's assistant here at the Mountain Dew Buddhist Temple. I hope everyone is holding up well as possible during these trying times. I'd like to start my Dharma message today with a story titled The Naga and the Garuda. Once there was a grand festival which was attended by many people and creatures. Among the crowds who came to watch ceremonies were a magic creature called a Naga and another magic creature called a Garuda. Nagas are serpent-like creatures who live underground and guard the natural resources and promote the growth of plant and animal life. On the top of their heads, they have a magical jewel which gives them magic powers. Garudas are mythical creatures that have an eagle's head and mighty wings. Now, the Nagas and the Garudas are natural enemies over historical time. Actually, going even back into early Hindu Sanskrit, you can see pictures of it. So it happens at this particular festival that the Naga and the Garuda, just by chance, were standing next to each other watching the celebration. They were having a grand time. The Naga absentmindedly put his hand on the Garuda's shoulder while watching, and the Garuda turned to see whose hand came to rest on him. In the first instant, they were both happily enjoying the ceremonies and the celebration. They looked at each other in friendship. However, right after that, the next instant, they realized that each other's were their mortal enemies, a Naga and a Garuda. And the frightened Naga suddenly used his magic powers to go fly up in the air and go flying out towards the river. And the Garuda beat his mighty wings and took chase after the Naga. At the same time, along the river, there lived a hermit who was also a great teacher. He was bathing in the river outside of his home. The Naga saw the hermit and said, "Surely I can find safety near him." So the serpent changed into the shape of a green emerald and fastened himself onto the hermit's robe. The Garuda saw where the Naga had landed and then sat down next to the hermit. Out of respect for the hermit, the Garuda did not disturb or touch his robes. The Garuda said, "Sir, I am hungry. Look at your robe. That shining emerald is actually a serpent that's meant to be my dinner." To emphasize his point, the Garuda said this following rhyme. "Concealed in the stone, the wretched snake has taken harbor for safety's sake. Yet in reverence to what the holy wear, though I am hungry, I leave him there." The hermit was very impressed by the poem, but he looked deep into the Garuda's eyes and said, "Reverence for holy things is admirable, but what benefit can it offer you if it's only used selfishly? whereas for life, all life, has far greater value. The hermit then turned and touched the emerald, and it returned the Naga back to his original form. The hermit turned to the Naga and said, "And you, servant of the earth, had you not allowed fear to overtake your mind, your life may never have been in danger. Your strength lies not in your ability to hide, but in compassion." The hermit continued to both of them, "In true reverence to my holiness, I ask that you both live in that moment of friendship before you remembered to hate one another." Both the Naga and the Garuda decided to stay with the hermit for the next 7 days and meditate on the lesson that they'd learned that day. When this time was over, not one of the three of them spoke a word to each other. The Naga and the Garuda flew away peacefully and were never heard fighting again. So, when we hear a fable like this, what can we learn from this kind of a story? When the Naga and the Garuda were simply living in the moment, enjoying the festival, minds free from prejudice, they first looked to each other happily in friendship. But after their minds had time to fill with their preconceived beliefs, they acted differently. They acted in the way they thought they were expected to act. But which of these reflects their true natures, the true nature of the Naga and the Garuda? When the hermit pointed both of their thoughts away from being clouded by greed and fear, they were able to remember the true compassion they felt in the moment they were freed from their delusions. Freeing ourselves from delusions is part of how we can achieve what we call in the Eightfold Path, right view. So, the reason I was inspired to think of this tale and talk about freeing our minds, I also saw this week in the most recent Time magazine, an article written by the Dalai Lama. And he wrote, "As human beings, we have the capacity to use our minds to conquer anger and panic and greed, to try to see things realistically and clearly without the confusion of fear or rage." He also says in this essay that interdependency we understand as Buddhists leads to a universal responsibility. The pandemic has shown what happens to one person can affect every other person in the world. However, the Dalai Lama tells us it also reminds us that a compassionate or constructive act has the potential to help many. At this time, we see people, many whom we often overlook, providing services needed to keep our society running. When we think of providers, usually we immediately think of medical professionals who are risking their lives to help others. However, now our eyes are opened to the many others who are also risking their help to build, process, package, and deliver the items we need and use throughout our days. The many who keep the power, gas, water, phone, and internet running. The many who keep public transportation running and our roads in operable condition. And the many who provide us with news and information. And the many who stepped up and volunteered to help others in this time of need. And I'm sure I'm overlooking the many who support us that we're not even aware that they're supporting us every day. Because of the situation we're all in with the pandemic, our eyes are now open to the reality of how extensive our interdependency is. This is a lesson that we must embrace and remember, especially after this COVID-19 pandemic has waned, so we can continue to fully live a life of gratitude. In my closing, I would like to repeat what the Dalai Lama expressed in the closing of his essay. As Buddhists, we recognize that everything is impermanent. this COVID-19 pandemic will pass in some manner, so we must remain patient and act mindfully. The Dalai Lama closes with this following aspiration. I sincerely hope that everyone can stay safe and stay calm. At this time of uncertainty, it is important that we do not lose hope and confidence in the constructive efforts so many are taking. So thank you for your attention today. Again, please be mindful, please be careful, and stay safe during this time. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Namanda,
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 Thank you for your attention today. Hello, I'd like to close today by telling you a little bit about where I'm standing. This is actually the little foyer or entry hallway outside of our Nokotsudo. Last week you saw me standing in front of the altar inside of our Nokotsudo, and this is the area outside of which we have a donated obutsudan from a long time ago that was given to the temple, as well as we keep our hanamido without its decoration of flower is normally kept also here, so that all can see throughout the year. We hope that you enjoyed our service this week. We will try to continue more group readings with the other Dharma School classes as the weeks progress, and we continue to try and offer these online recorded services for you. Thank you very much, and stay safe.